I realized I was doing something really stupid the other day, so I thought I would share it with you so you could at least use my stupid to your advantage. I was talking to somebody and I can't remember what it was, and they were talking about something on the show, and I don't, I usually don't remember the shows, because there were a lot of them over 13, 14 years. So, uh, but it was a show, and she was talking about it was that you told the lady that she was in the habit of being angry. And that could have been a number of people that I told that they were in a habit of being angry. And she says, "Don't you remember the show?" And I didn't, because I just don't, I'm lucky if I remember what I ate this morning. So all the noise you're hearing is these two. So just ignore that. But what I did was I went home and I found the show. And I looked it up. It's Angela, I think, versus Jonathan. I'm not really sure. I didn't, but there you go. But the habit of being kind of struck a note with me. The habit of being. And I know how I talk to people who are in the habit of being angry because I used to be in the habit of being angry. When I was young, I was very anxious and very upset and very frustrated all the time. And often fear and frustration shows up as anger. And I did it with I talked about fear and frustration being anger in another show. I can't remember what it was. It was one of my favorites. Uh, Johnson versus Tisdale. Now that one I do remember. Um, but I used to be in the habit of being angry all the time, and my mother helped me get out of that habit. And I realized I went to the dentist, right? And he said you know how they mess with your things, and he went like this, and he says, "Have you been lifting weights with your jaws?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Your I don't remember what this is called, mandibulars or whatever, are huge." You know what that means? I've been clenching my teeth. So what he did was he shot me with Botox here and shot me with Botox there, so I couldn't clench. And he says, "Now by the time it wears off, hopefully you will no longer be in the habit of clenching your teeth because you won't have the ability to do so." And it worked for a long time, but now they're starting to get sore again. The Botox is worn off. But what it is, you see right there in that muscle and that muscle, what it is I've gone back. And I'm not in the habit of being angry. I'm being in the habit of being on guard. You know what I mean? I'm a habit. I'm walking the wall, protecting sleeping soldiers with an AK-47. I'm making sure that nothing attacks me like losing him attacked me. And I've gotten in the habit because something like that happens, the mail will take you out. Phone calls. I mean, it's just one thing after another, and you're just scared, and your source of support is gone. And so I was out there fighting, and he did that a while ago. It loosened up, and I'm not gonna go back for no more Botox in the jaw. 'Cause it made it a little hard to anyway. But I gotta get out of the habit of being angry. Not habit of being on God. So what I'm doing is instead of paying all that extra money to get Botox in my jaw, I'm gonna do this every day because it's sore, and then that's my signal each day to relax. And if I catch myself upset, I'm gonna do this to my jaw. Now, I don't know if it's going to work because it's sore and I don't enjoy it and I don't want to go back there. So, if this is enough of a lesson for me to keep cool and to keep calm and do you see the people? I'm going to do it. May work, may not work. But my whole thing is this: I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for me. But I got a whole lot of processes and procedures that I try in order to get where I am to from where I am to where I want to be. And I never want to stay in the same place. And I never take my advice all from the same little pot of crazy. 'Cause everybody out there with their individual pots of crazy, I look at everybody's pot of crazy, look through it, examine it, pull stuff out. See, even if it didn't work for you, maybe if I turn it around like that, it might work for me. I'm always in the business of, I know there's no panacea. We all want one because uncertainty is a monster, and nuance is makes you think. And if you can just be definitive and stop, I'm gonna put a label on you. You are this, and therefore I can consume you, all of you, in accordance with the this I've labeled you as. We're in deep trouble. Ask Carl Sagan. He'll tell you. He's, I think, I think he's deceased now, but he wrote a book called Demon Haunted World. Just saying. But anyway, here's hoping you can get out of the habit of being whatever you been if you ain't being something that's making you happy. Ain't that right, Dak? Say, now if you're gonna come up here, say hello to the people. That's that. Ain't that right, boy? Yeah. Bye.